Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And this video is an interview that I carried out for the Divi Crypto Podcast, and I'll have the links in the description below. Thank you to Steve McGarry from the Hack Crypto YouTube channel. I shall also link to that in the description below. Divi, for those of you that don't know, is a proof-of-stake blockchain which has a simple one-click masternode system and goes under the slogan of Crypto Made Easy. If you want to know which cryptocurrencies or altcoins to invest in for long-term, medium-term, or short-term, or to trade in, then take a look at Tokenmetrics. Tokenmetrics uses artificial intelligence-based crypto indices, rankings, and price predictions to give you the best possible altcoins and cryptocurrencies to hodl or trade with. Use my affiliate code for a massive 10% off and 3 months free on the yearly plan. Link in the description below.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Divi Crypto Podcast. I am joined today by the one and only Crypto Rich, the first mate on the wonderful ship that is Pirate Chain. How you doing, Rich?
Steve, I'm really well. Thank you so much for having me here. And I run a YouTube channel and a BitTube channel under the name of Crypto Rich, but I'm here really as a representative of the good ship Pirate Chain.
The good ship Pirate Chain. Love the slogan. Love the slogan. So before we get into Pirate Chain and kind of privacy at large, what's your background? What got you into the crypto space?
Okay, so how I got into cryptocurrencies is I used to work as a child protection social worker. My children are home educated. I live outside of London, and Monday to Friday I'd be staying on cousins' floors in London to do child protection and social work because I could earn enough money there, which meant my wife wouldn't have to work, so that somebody was at home with the children who've never been to school. And at some point, I've done a lot of training and development work, and I did this course which was all about money, not how to invest and where to put it or anything like that, but what's hidden from my view with regards to money. And one of the things I realized in this course is, oh my God, I don't know the first thing about it. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know who decides what has value or not. So I started researching it, and, learning about fractional reserve banking and gold and silver, all the stuff that school doesn't teach you, but would be really useful to know. And along the way, I discovered this thing called Bitcoin. This was in late 2012. And I didn't kind of know what it was or understand it fully. And there wasn't much information about like there is now. So I bought some Bitcoin beginning of 2013 and forgot about it. And then a couple of years later in 2015, 2016, I had another look and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. And I started learning more and more about it. And then I started my channel in April 2017. On YouTube, and I post between 5 to 8 times a week on my channel. Although not all my videos are there because I have been hit by YouTube's censorious algorithm, and YouTube have deleted over 160 of my videos, and I'm currently being shadow banned on YouTube, which is why I recommend people come and follow me on BitTube first, because I post my videos on BitTube first, and that's a censorship-resistant platform. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit about me.
Excellent. Yeah, I always love bringing content creators, on various different platforms, talking about various different types of ways to publish content. I like Library, I like BitTube, and very similar to you, I started my YouTube channel, Hack Crypto, years ago, and I love that you saw the run up in 2017. I think that from a content creator perspective, you could just see this blow off top, even in your inbox. You could see and tell like people just spraying ICO. Emails to you. It's just such a fun space to be in when you're creating content on YouTube, because people just really want to get their products out there. So how'd you come across Pirate Chain?
So a couple of years ago, I got approached by one of the team at Komodo, and said, they asked me to do a video, and I said sure. And I got very interested in Komodo, and I think Komodo has some incredible tech, unbelievable, incredible tech. And I just recorded a video on, they have a true atomic swap cross-chain DEX that works on mobile and on a desktop, fully peer-to-peer, Bitcoin to Ethereum to I think Tron assets as well. If not already, they'll be coming soon. So it has amazing tech, and I started covering Komodo, and I've covered a couple of the Komodo projects, including Veruscoin, and it was through Komodo that I was kind of pointed to Pirate Chain. And what I like about Pirate Chain is that it is, in my opinion, the most secure and the most private of all the privacy cryptocurrencies going. More private than Monero, more private than Dash or PivX, and more secure than the Mimblewimble coins.
Interesting.
That's how I came across Pirate Chain.
Nice. So what type of technology makes it more secure than Monero? Is it the ZK snarks? What's the big underlying technology that's making it so beneficial to use?
Sure. Okay. But actually, before I say that, I just want to say something about the importance of privacy. And it's a little bit funny for me, I think, because as a child protection social worker, I had the right to intrude into families' lives and remove children if I could convince the court that that was what was necessary for the child's welfare, the court or the police. However, I still recognize and acknowledge, and did so then, the importance of privacy, that without privacy, there is no freedom. We just end up being surveilled and living in a panopticon. So you've got to have privacy in order to have freedom. So I like the philosophy of Pirate Chain. In terms of the technology, you have to bear in mind, my background is in child protection social work. I am not a programming or computer geek. But I do understand some of it. So Pirate Chain uses ZK snarks, which is what's also used by Zcash. And the evolution of Pirate Chain is it's a fork from Komodo, which is a fork from Zcash, which is a fork from Bitcoin. So it's a UTXO coin, and the Komodo devs were wondering, they were tinkering about as they do with a bit of blockchain here and there, wondering, is it possible to create a blockchain where every single transaction is private, is invisible, every single peer-to-peer transaction? So with Zcash and Dash, you have optional privacy. You can send transparent transactions and you can send invisible transactions. And what they actually developed and discovered or created is Pirate Chain, where it's a mineable coin on the Equihash algorithm. And if this is the miner, you can see the transaction from the miner go to the first wallet here. That's it. And that's done for auditing purposes to make sure that the miners aren't printing more Pirate Chain than they should. Mm-hmm. Once it goes into the first wallet, nothing. You can't look into the wallet. You don't know how much is in there. You don't know how much has gone out. You don't know where it's gone or to whom it's gone. No idea. It's completely invisible. And I've actually challenged, and I will challenge people here as well. If you're watching this, have a look on the Pirate Chain Explorer, and I'll link to it in the description below, and see if you can follow the transactions. There is no data to analyze, nothing. Now, how Pirate Chain is more secure than Monero is because it uses a much, much larger anonymity set. So imagine a blockchain where there's only 10 transactions in every hour. Every hour there's only 10 transactions, but only 2 of them are private. So 8 of them are transparent. Now you can, over time, through a process of elimination, work out the addresses of the different wallets and also of the different transactions and who's sending who to what, just through elimination. If you have a blockchain where there's 1,000 transactions being sent every hour, this is just for illustration purposes, and 80% of those transparent, it's a bit harder because the anonymity set is larger. Well, Pirate Chain has a larger anonymity set than Monero, and the Monero team have acknowledged this as well, that Pirate Chain anonymity set is much, much larger, and it's getting larger all the time, and it is invisible anyway because there are no visible peer-to-peer transactions. Mm-hmm. So does that answer your question?
Definitely. And I interviewed a contributor from Monero on my channel like 2 years ago now, and it was in Vegas. And I remember talking about like bulletproofs and all the different types of technologies that they're really trying to pioneer. And when I came across Pirate Chain, I immediately thought Pirate Bay, like the old kind of Tor focused repository site. And I think that there's such a need for privacy based transactions, and I think that this is a really cool way of approaching it, where it's like delayed proof of work. So it's like in front of the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Like you would have to attack the Bitcoin blockchain before you would be able to reach and attack Pirate
Not
Chain.
even before, and it's more than that, right? So that comes into the security of it. So now the Mimblewimble coins, Grin and Bean, there's no data on the blockchain, so they're as invisible as Pirate Chain. However, you have to have both IP addresses open. So if you were to just give me your pirate chain address, I could send you pirate chain, some pirate coins, and you don't have to have your wallet open. Whenever you go into your wallet, the coins will be there. With the Mimblewimble coins, you and I have to coordinate so that your wallet is open at the same time as when I send. In that way, you expose ISPs, and it's not as secure and as private as Pirate Chain.
Hmm.
The other thing that Pirate Chain has is that it's completely resistant to a 51% attack. So every 10 minutes, these 10 minutes, all the transactions on the Pirate Chain blockchain are hashed and notarized onto the Komodo blockchain. Every 10 minutes, the transactions on the Komodo blockchain are hashed and notarized onto the Bitcoin blockchain. So to do a 51% attack or a double spend attack, I would need 51% of the Bitcoin computing power, 51% of the Komodo computing power, and 51% of the Pirate Chain computing power all at the same time. If there was enough computing power to do that, I would end up making my coins worthless. But nobody has that sort of computing power.
Yeah.
And it would only go back to the last 10 minutes. Anyway.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
Now that's a feature that's common to all the Komodo asset chains.
Interesting. So what stage is Pirate Chain at now? I know it's live. It's been live for what, 2 years? What stage is it at right now? Is it a contributor driven project? Is there a couple people behind it? How are they doing it? Are they doing it anonymously? I guess because I've seen that be a successful tactic in terms of trying to remain anonymous, similar to Komodo, right? So
yes,
how are they doing it, and what stage are they in?
Okay, well, let me see how it started. It was a fair launch, no pre-mine, no developmental fund. They just released the code and people started mining it. When they want to do something like raise money for a exchange listing, they do it through contributions. They ask people to contribute Pirate or Komodo or Bitcoin to raise the funds for the token list, for the coin listing. It's completely decentralized. There's no organization behind it. There's people that want to get involved. Some of the devs are fully anonymous. Some of the devs are from the Komodo team. So other people in the team, like I'm sort of pseudo anonymous because I show my face and I have a pseudonym. My real name isn't Crypto Rich, but I figured people would want to know how can they get rich with crypto via Google rather than asking for my real name. So I did it for those reasons. And Pirate Chain is now a part of the BPSAA. And the website is bpsaa.vision, and it stands for the Blockchain Privacy, Security and Adoption Alliance. And that is in the process of becoming a formal organization. I think in the, a charitable org set up in the US, whatever the term is for that within the US, right? So that they can apply for grants and funding and stuff. And I just got to give a plug out to the BPSAA, which is, it also includes other projects that are committed to the notions of privacy and security and adoption. So the Ether One, which is decentralized, anonymized web hosting, Komodo, a recent member of the BPSAA, Turtle Network, which has decentralized cross-chain dexes, Sentinel, which is a decentralized VPN, Ergo, which is this is like Cardano and Ethereum, but a whole lot better with privacy and security features. And so this is where my technical wizardry or lack of technical wizardry really shows up. And I've covered all these projects on my channel, by the way, and I will continue covering them. So that's the foundation and the organization of Pirate Chain. And, essentially people can just get involved if you like it. Just join the Telegram group, join Discord, start asking questions, check it out, and get involved. Then where it is in its project, well, there's all sorts of things that are happening. One of the things that's happening is Surely, which I haven't tried yet. So Komodo have launched atomicdex.io, which is a true atomic swap cross-chain decentralized exchange. And how it works, Steve, is you and I meet through the application which works on iOS, Android, and on desktop. And you've got some Digibyte, and I've got some Komodo, or I've got some ETH, and you've got some Bitcoin. It doesn't work so well for Bitcoin because the transfer times take so long. So you and I, we negotiate a price using the app, and you will send me X amount of Digibyte, and I will send you X amount of KMD in exchange. and there's nobody else in between. I got private keys, you got the private keys. The coins never leave our custody until the exchange happens for both of us. No counterparty, no centralized exchange. It's not like ChangeLly or ChangeNow, which essentially connect with other exchanges, do the transfer. It's a true atomic peer-to-peer atomic swap. And it either goes through for both of us or it doesn't go through at all. So you won't get the Komodo until you send the digibyte. It's very, very smart. But you can't do it with ZK Snarks, with invisible coins, because the coding has to be able to check that I promised you 100 KMD and you promised me 1,000 digibyte. Did those promises get fulfilled? And you can't do it with Pirate Chain because you can't see anything on the blockchain. It's invisible. So then what the Komodo team have come up with is semi-atomic swaps. Now, how that works is, supposing you agree, I'm going to send you 1,000 Pirate Chain coins, and you're going to send me 1,000 digibyte. Now, I don't know if these ratios are correct, right? Or you're going to send me 1,000 ETH. In fact, we can do that. You send me 1,000 ETH, I'll send you 1,000 Pirate Chain, right?
There we go.
So what happens is, it breaks the transaction up. So I'll send you 10 Pirate Chain, and then you'll send me 10 digibyte. And then I'll send you another 10 Pirate Chain, and then you'll send me another 10 digibyte. Now, if you and I were to do it manually, it would take a hell of a long time and be extremely tedious. But what Surely does is it automates the whole process. So you have subatomic peer-to-peer swaps. And what that will allow for is people can take really great cryptocurrencies like Digibyte, like Litecoin, like Bitcoin, and convert them into a fully anonymous, decentralized cryptocurrency in the form of Pirate Chain.
Nice. Yeah, and I have followed Komodo pretty closely, mainly because JL777, the developer behind Komodo, people thought he was Satoshi for a very long time.
He's a genius. The man's a genius.
Yeah, total genius. And I've interviewed, actually Nick, the CIO of Divi, and me, we double team interviewed one of the leads at Komodo. And I asked him, I was like, so is JL77 actually Satoshi? Like he says no, because he did an interview, I want to say in 2018, with Crypto Zombie, Kyle over there, KW at Crypto Zombie. And they went through, if he was Satoshi or not. And he said, I couldn't be. I joined in 2013. Like I got into crypto in 2013. So I thought it was a really kind of fun, controversial topic because he has so many of the same ideals that, Satoshi really laid out with Bitcoin. So it's kind of a fun little like cult following there in terms of people saying like, I think he actually is Satoshi, just with a different project now. But yeah, I love the fact that they're doing semi-atomic swaps. I think that's really, really cool. They're always pushing the limit. And what was the name of the DEX? Is it just going to be the Atomic DEX?
Atomicdex.io.
Okay.
And there's Surely, SHURLI. There's also, you can also get Pirate Chain on turtle.network. That's a DEX. And also polarity.exchange, which is a project that's spun off from Turtle Network.
Got it. Cool. Well, in terms of anything that's coming after Surely, do you know of anything that's coming for Pirate Chain, or is that the most up-to-date kind of release that they've done?
Well, there are working on other stuff. One of the things that the BPSAA does is each of the projects collaborate. They're independent, but they collaborate with each other. So one way that they collaborate is through sharing their social media channels. So I do a Pirate Chain video, then the people at Ether1 and at Ergo, they'll tweet it out as well. The other way that they collaborate is through some of their resources. So Turtle Network, they will get all the BPSAA coins onto their DEX. And so there's that sort of stuff going on. So when Sentinel launched their VPN, which is in testnet right now, and I think it's really important to use a VPN, and a decentralized VPN is even more secure and private than a centralized VPN. Then what they will do is people will be able to purchase the VPN using Pirate Chain. I imagine that's not definite yet, right? There's also things like there's stores that accept Pirate Chain. So we're on the way to encourage more and more business outlets to use Pirate Chain. And I can't remember what else, but there's more. I recommend people go check out the blog via the
Yeah.
website, which is pirate.black. There's always stuff going on. I do monthly updates on Pirate Chain on my channel.
Nice.
I really should know better. Apologies to
Well,
Captain Dre.
Captain Drake. Well, that leads me to my final question: is where do you want to send people? Where can people go and learn more about Pirate Chain? Learn more about yourself? Where can people find out?
Okay, well, please definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel and my BitTube channel, and click the notification bell and click all and like and comment on both channels, because I am being shadow banned, and the more active people are in how they participate with YouTube, the more it supports me in fighting the shadow ban, because my views are a quarter of what they used to be. I post my videos on BitTube first, which is a censorship-resistant platform, because of YouTube shadow ban. And also, by the way, people can earn Tube coins just for surfing the internet. You get a couple a day. You mentioned you're on BitTube, Steve. I have
Library. Yep.
library.
Yep.
Okay, well, I have over the last year accrued 1,000 Tube coins just by my normal internet use. And one day, when each Tube coin is worth 100 million, billion, trillion, billion, then I'll be very, very comfortable, whenever that is. But to answer your question, go join the Discord group for Pirate Chain. Go join the Telegram group. In fact, you only need to join one, because they've developed a bridge where a message in Telegram gets posted onto Discord and vice versa.
Oh, cool.
And I'm more often in the Telegram group. I find that easier to use. Feel free to ping me on Telegram, and do check it out. If you want to buy Pirate Chain, you can do that through the dexes that I've mentioned. But also, if you go to the website pirate.black, it'll tell you which centralized exchanges sell Pirate Chain.
Excellent. Excellent.
And the ticker symbol for Pirate is ARRR, which is pronounced R. Oh, and there's one other thing I got to say, Steve. One other thing I got to say. So Jeff Berwick, for people who know about him, Dollar Vigilante, he was recommending Monero to his subscribers, thousands and thousands of subscribers, when Monero was pennies. And he recommended Ethereum and Bitcoin many, many years ago, when they were much cheaper than they are now. He recently recommended to his subscribers that they get themselves a little bit of Pirate Chain. But people should do their own due diligence.
Nice. The Dollar Vigilante. Very cool. Very cool. Well, if you guys are listening on SoundCloud or watching on YouTube, definitely check all the links. I'll be linking to my channel as well in the description. So everybody go check out Crypto Rich on BitTube and YouTube. Check me out and check out Pirate Chain. We'll leave all the links to that in the show notes as well as in the description. But thanks again for coming on the show, Rich.
Steve, thank you so much. And thank you to all the Divi crew for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to Steve.